presentation this morning is dedicated to my friend from high school, Brad Miller. He died of an overdose earlier this week. He was a musician, he was a friend, and he was really cool to hang out with, even though I haven't hung out with him for a long time. I was really sorry to hear of it. So, Brad Miller, this one's for you, my friend.
Here is Dave LoSavio, packaging, passion, and personal development.
All right. Everyone was lacking a little energy this morning. We're going to start some energy right now. A little bit of bass nectar to get things going. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I love bass nectar. Energy rich. All right. Good morning and happy Whimsical Wednesday. My name is Dave LoSavio, and I am Vice President of Compact Group Packaging Company in Bolingbrook, Illinois. I am packaging, I am passion, and I am personal development. Thank you for joining me today. And I'd like to start off a little bit about what I do and where I came from. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Interpersonal Communication and Public Speaking from Northern Illinois University. I was a student of Selling Dynamics, which is a division of Sandler Institute. And I'm a current student of Epic Impact, which is basically a Harvard education in sales and personal development. First, today we're going to discuss how I got into the business and a little bit of history. Second, we're going to talk about how I offer value to my clients and what's really the difference with me. And lastly, I'm going to share with you what I do in my personal life to align with my passion of serving others and inspiring them to make decisions aligned with their expansion and their authenticity. What's exciting about packaging is not really what I do, but it's what others do. I love to see what companies like Fabric, Audrey Wankett's family owns this company, and they are a plastic injection molder. It's not about my boxes, but it's really about what they're doing on the inside, how they're serving their high-end clients, and really the systems they have in place that I was so impressed with when I walked through their warehouse and production facility. It's about somebody like Jonathan Trumbull, who referred me to somebody who was looking for a high-end bag, who's breaking into the market with something new that I cannot discuss right now. But it's really exciting, and it's really cool. And I just love being a part of the expansion and the vision that this gentleman has introduced me to. There are a lot of pains that my clients will have in packaging. Some of them are dimensional weight, because now FedEx and UPS does not go by the actual weight of a box, but they go by how big is the box. And they'll charge you more for a smaller box now. Branding. Some people really want to make their brand more aware to people because there's so much flood in the market with their products. How are they going to stand out from other people? And also, unboxing experience. We've discussed that before. When you all receive a package in the mail or from Amazon and you open it up, are there a bunch of peanuts flying everywhere? Is there a bunch of paper flying everywhere? Or are you actually excited when you open up the box and what you see when you first open it up? Pretty cool. So I help align the client and prospect to make the best decision according to their goals and their company's vision. It may be with boxes, it may be with tape, maybe with stretch film, it may be with a polybag. Quick story, there was a company that I've recently worked with, and they were packing peanuts in these big boxes with their statues. Not a little statue like Ganesh, but a real big statue. And they've been around for a while, they're located in Logan Square, and it just got to the point when I saw them packaging these boxes, I sat there and I'm like, I am lacking in leadership and I'm taking full responsibility for the way that they're packaging their product. I am going to work on this with my systems managers and we're going to design a better way to do this. What we ended up doing was we put two machines in there, one that made like bubble wrap on demand and another that shot out paper into this form that they were able to wrap and pack in the boxes. Now That's what they're currently using. After 30 some years using those white packing peanuts, we've almost completely got them out of that. And that was a big step for them. I love going back to that story because I know that I was able to offer them value. A few of the things that I do to make sure that I'm serving my clients on the highest level is I listen to understand versus listening to respond. Sometimes when I'm speaking with a client, I'm thinking about other things, as we all are. So I make sure that I breathe from the belly, I look left eye to left eye, and I have this thing, which is called anchor out the bottom into the center of the earth, and you're grounding yourself while you're listening. Just little ways that I check in. Second thing I do is I commit to conduct versus comfort on a daily basis. This could be waking up at 5 a.m., because who likes to do that? This could be running cold water on myself at the end of my shower for 30 seconds. Doesn't seem like it makes a big difference, but it's getting myself out of that comfort zone so when I'm in front of the client, I'm asking the tough questions. I'm not accepting no as an answer because I know there's probably a better way that they can do it. And unless I ask the questions and I commit to the conduct of asking those tough questions, we won't be able to get there. Also, feedback is the breakfast of champions. So I always like to ask my clients or my prospects to give feedback on me. Was I attentive to their needs? Did I do a good job? Or did we get the quote to you in a timely manner? Did I talk too much? Was I late? Could be a lot of things. So one of the most important things that I do to make sure that I'm serving my clients well is the pre-frame. The pre-frame is the most important part of the sales call. I don't care if the rest of your sales call goes bad. If you've got a pre-frame going, you're on it. So the pre-frame is what I did in the beginning. First of all, I'm going to discuss this, then I'm going to discuss this, and then we're going to get to that. Are you okay with that? That's an example of a pre-frame. Prospecting. It is a disservice for me not to call on my prospects. I have value to offer. I am living a life of abundance and expansion, and I will align clients with their packaging needs only if I'm prospecting on a regular basis. I lead myself before I lead others, and I do this with these values and actions. I will borrow from my future self on a daily basis, always thinking about calling on bigger clients, thinking of better ways that I can serve them. Go over 3 things before my end right here. It helps me align during the day before I go out and make sales calls. First of all, I live a life of super energy richness. That includes something like a Java Zen organic coffee, which is organic and mixed with matcha. You don't crash when you have it. I drink over a gallon of water a day, which really helps me out a lot. I read magazines like Our Green Plate, it's a local magazine. Pam, she's the best. And I eat good foods. I sleep at a regular time every single night, get up the same time every single morning. And what are we all a part of with BNI Barrington here? We're a part of building our network equity. Thanks to Amber, she's a total leader in this group. She's asked me to join this group, and this is part of building my network equity. Because that's the bank account that builds your bank account. The network is your net worth. A few quotes I'd like to share with you before we end here is, in the course of my life, I have often had to eat my words, and I must confess that I've always found it a wholesome diet. Winston Churchill. If you're not pissing someone off, you probably aren't doing anything important. Oliver M. Burton. The key to your success is to raise your own energy. When you do, people will be attracted to you. And when they show up, you bill them. Oscar Wilde. And one of our friends during a BNI presentation, Louis Sharp, said this: how you do one thing is how you do everything. And that is how I live my life. Whether it's washing the dishes, or whether it's calling on a client, working on a box project, a bubble wrap project, or a tape project. How you do one thing is how you do everything. To close here, I'm going to ask yourself, is life showing up to you, for you, or through you? And remember, what you appreciate, appreciates. And I will close with a short reading. The master gives himself up to whatever the moment brings. He knows that he is going to die, and he has nothing left to hold on to. No illusions in the mind, no resistances in his body. He doesn't think about his actions. They flow from the core of his being. He holds nothing back from life. Therefore, he is ready for death, as a man is ready for sleep after a good day's work. Thank you.